This is the Wyze Cam Pan V3, and in this video I want to do a quick unboxing and give my first impressions of this. And the first thing I see is going to be a quick start guide. Right underneath we're going to have the Pan Cam V3. And then in the other box, we're gonna have other things like this power adapter, a flat power cable, and some mounting screws. There's also gonna be this mounting guide sticker and the bracket. So the Cam Pan V3 is a pretty good size. It is very cubey, kind of reminds me of Minecraft. And this part just comes right off. Now it seems like the arm is gonna be attached to the bottom base, but the head can go ahead and swivel. And now as far as the bottom goes, it's gonna have like a soft rubberized material, and then we're gonna have a QR code and some other information here. And then here's what the backside looks like. This appears to be either speaker or microphone grills, and then the camera, and then what seems to be like two little holes here. So actually these might be the microphones. I'll have to go ahead and check that once I start it up. But let's get to the setup process. After I plugged in the cable, the head went ahead and rotated. This spun around, and I guess it was calibrating or something. And here we could see that the light is currently on, so this is probably recording. And down here, this is something I missed. There's going to be a setup button, and I can physically click that. And there's also going to be this for a micro SD card, which it doesn't have currently, so I'll need to add one. And let's move over to the setup process on my phone now. So I just got the Wyze Cam app, and I'm going to go ahead and allow. I'll allow. Let me get started. And I don't have an account, so let me just go ahead and sign up real quick and then agree to the terms of service. I'll go ahead and remove marketing and then go home. And here's what the home screen looks like. So let me go ahead and add a device. And this is going to be cameras, Wyze Cam Pan V3. All right, plug in your Wyze Cam V3 into powered outlet. The light on the front of the Wyze Cam V3 will flash red shortly, so next. Allow location, okay. And then I'll connect to my Wi-Fi. Now it says press setup under your camera. So that'll be right over here.
Ready to connect.
And I heard ready to connect, so I'll press next. Scan the QR code below with your camera.
QR code scanned. Please wait.
And now it's connecting, so let me give it a little bit. Oh, immediately starts spinning.
Setup completed.
Oh, that was pretty cool. All right, so here I can go ahead and name the device, so I'll just leave it as is. Actually, no, I do have to name it. And here I just got a notification saying motion detected, and that would be me because I mean I'm facing right in front of it. I'll just put entrance cam next. I even got a notification on my watch. So let me go ahead and just move this just so it doesn't keep alerting me. And right here there's going to be different options to enhance Cam Plus, but I'll just go with the basic and then continue. I'll confirm. So I'll just skip this for now. I'll finish. I'll skip this. All right, new firmware available. Let me just go ahead and upgrade that and update. All right, now it's set up. I'll click done. And there, so now I can see a live feed, and it says get the latest features if you can have multiple devices. Okay, so I'll just cancel for now. And there it is. This is what I'm seeing. So because I face the wall, I can't really see much. Let me go ahead and face it towards me instead. All right, so here's my screen, and the cool thing is this is actually following me. So as I move over here, it goes ahead and moves the camera. It's using AI just to track my face. And as far as the movement goes, it doesn't look like it's very, very smooth. It looks a little bit jittery. And, you know, once I record, I'll see, you know, how smooth it does look like on camera. Actually, it's smoothing. Yeah, it's actually looking a lot smoother right now as I move. Yeah, it looks a lot better now. So maybe, let's see if I stand up. Yep, it goes ahead and also tilts with my head. And if I stand all the way up, yeah, it still does go ahead and see me. And now let me go ahead and just put an SD card so I can start recording this and just show you a little bit more of the footage. All right, so I switched locations. I added an SD card, and now it's time to go ahead and check this out and see how well the footage works. So I actually have to exit out of this screen. And right here, I get different options as you see here. For starters, I can manually go ahead and move the camera. So if I go ahead and just move this to the right, or move it to the left, here you can see it's slowly moving. And let's see if I can hold this. Yeah, I can hold it, and it'll go for a smoother one. And as you can see, I can move it all around, and it looks a lot smoother rather than me just jittering like this around. And right over here, we can see there's a bunch of other options too for SD card, take photo, record, privacy mode, siren, track motion, time lapse, pan scan, and album. So let's go to SD card, see what that says. It lets me go back to see what happened at certain times. So right here, there's 3 events. Here's the first event. Oh yeah, and this is when I literally just went in the screen. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So it like went ahead and shot little videos. And this was when I was in the basement when I first started, but it says failed to load from local storage. And this is probably because I didn't have a micro SD card in it when I was in the basement. And then let's go to another one. Again, same thing, failed to load from local storage. And then the other one, I mean, it doesn't even let me do it. Yeah. So this is the only time when I put the SD card in. So this is why we can actually see a little bit of the footage. And this is just going to be a few seconds. Yeah, of me moving the camera. And then right here, I can just go ahead and change the dates. And of course, nothing happened before because, you know, I just got this. I could press go live. And this lets me go ahead and see what's happening currently. And there, yeah, you could see. And now let's take photo. So let me just go ahead, smile for the camera. And I'll go ahead and allow full access. Let me take another one. All right, so I do notice it's kind of laggy right now. Maybe the Wi-Fi strength isn't the best, but let me go ahead and see if it went ahead and saved. Yeah, so it did save in my photo album, and here's the quality of it. And then, yeah, you can see I just got a notification right now of motion detection. So I'll go ahead and throw up the image on the screen so you can see what it looks like. And then here's the next image. Oops, forgot to open my eyes. And now let me go ahead and record. All right, so I pressed record. Oh, okay, yeah, it's recording right now. Here you can see it says stop. So let me just go ahead and move and see how well the audio works. So as you can see, it still is tracking me. Hopefully the audio for this also sounds pretty good. All right, so now let me just stop the footage. And then video saved on device. You can see it says stop. So let me just go ahead and move and see how well the audio works. So as you can see, it still is tracking me. Hopefully the audio for this also sounds pretty good. I press record. Okay, yeah, it's recording right now. You can see it says stop. So let me just go ahead and move and see how well the audio works. So as you can see, it still is tracking me. Hopefully the audio for this also sounds pretty good. All right, and whenever I go back for it, it's worth noting that it says loading live stream, and it does take a little bit. All right, there. Now there's also privacy mode. So let's see what this does. Okay, it literally goes private. So that means the camera just faces all the way down. And here you can see your camera is in privacy mode. And let me take it off. And here you can see it goes ahead and lifts up again. And then it's loading live stream. Wait a few seconds. And there. And now siren. So let's see how loud this sounds like. All right, that's pretty loud. So track motion is currently on. So as you can see, there's this big square around it. And whenever I move from it, it'll go ahead and also adjust. So now let me just turn it off. All right, so now there's no track motion. So here you can see, you know, as I move, the camera doesn't go ahead and pick me up. I would have to manually move. But let me turn track motion back on. And we also have time lapse. Okay, that's pretty cool. And here I could set how long I want the time lapse to be and the interval at it. So it goes from all the way to as low as 3 seconds to as high as 400 days. So I'll just go ahead and cancel that. And then in the upper left corner, it gives me this option to change from HD, SD, or 360p. Cancel that. Let me go back. And then there's also pan scan. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is doing, so I'll have to check in the instructions. And now finally, album. And here we could see the video that was saved and the 2 photos that I took earlier. And now if I go back, congratulations, you've earned a badge. Here's what I guess the main screen looks like. And then at the bottom, it gives me some options. So I have home, and this is gonna be home. Then events. And I guess it just gives me a different section, and there's gonna be a lot of events today. Let's see, monitoring. And then from here, I can go ahead and select the plan. We're also gonna have shop. And this just gives me other products from Wyze. And then finally, account. And here's all the different settings it comes with. All right, so I switched locations one more time, and I wanna see how well this works just facing a window. And right now, there's currently a track motion on. So as I move, it's gonna move towards me. So let me just manually adjust this. so it faces the window. All right, there. Now we can see cars pass by, and then we just, walk in its view. And by the way, I can also see everything that's going on. I'm looking at my phone currently. All right, I'm in frame, and let's see if it catches me. All right, my Wi-Fi is kind of bad outside here, so I can't really see. But I can tell that the camera's moving. I can see that the camera's moving. Unfortunately, I can't see the footage that's being live streamed. Like, it's not really showing me, and that's because I have no Wi-Fi now. All right, I'm using LTE, and it's capturing the footage currently. So here you can see it does get me, and then when I go off view, it stays there. And then let me walk in its path again. So I can confirm the cam did survive the cat bite. Now it is going to be a little bit dusty all over here, but as far as using it with the app goes, it was pretty easy. Now one thing I do want to check out is to see if it saved some of the footage on the SD card that I put in here. So if it did, here's what the footage looks like.